I will tell you a story.
John, I have an exciting new proposal for you to hear. You know how the Master asked us to ensure the truth was passed down through all the ages? That he wanted to ensure all people of all times learn what he taught us? Well, I think we should write everything in a book. Even though he spent around 26,000 hours with us teaching and preparing us over those 3 great years, I think the book would suffice if it contained about 4 hours of things he said. I propose to do this because I believe God will protect us from error when we write it. We'll give them a book, and that should suffice. What do you think?
Interesting proposal. Didn't the Master say God would protect more than just the written word from error? I mean, we both know he is God.
Well, you have a point there. Don't you think the people will prefer it as the way we pass down the truth?
Well, I don't know about that. Didn't the Master tell us that for 1,500 years after he died, that only about 1% of the world's population could read? And then for the following 400 years, about 20% of the world could read?
That's another great point you have there. But didn't the Master say that a thing called the printing press would be invented in about 14 centuries? At that point, the world can distribute his message without the need for as many live ministers to preach it. It would be great for manpower efficiency.
That's true. But for the next 14 centuries, to even have a book made will cost thousands of dollars per book because they have to be handwritten. Also, didn't he prepare us because he wanted live ministers?
John, you have me there. He did say right before he ascended that he wanted us to go out and baptize all nations and teach all he commanded. If he wanted us to only pass down a book as the source of truth for thousands of years, he would have told us explicitly to write everything down, which he didn't. And he would have said to pass down the scriptures before he ascended, not go out and baptize. I think you're correct. Only a divinely protected, visible institution can settle disputes and pass down the truth. He can protect the institution just like he protects the scriptures from error.
Peter, I agree. Just remember what he said to you at the fire that one night when you were the first to identify him as Messiah. He said, "Flesh and blood had not revealed it to you, but his Father in heaven." That is a perfect example of divinely protected speech. And he wanted you to pass on your office to successors so that all ages could benefit from the protection he promised. I think we should just stick to the plan he told us. We start the Catholic Church. We pass down apostolic authority through the laying of hands. We work to keep it one. We travel far and wide to make it universal, in other words, Catholic. And most importantly, starting with us, we work to make it holy.
Thanks, John. I knew if I talked to you about my proposal, you would refine it and we would come to the right place.
The Analogy Apologetic here. If you found this or any of our videos beneficial, please hit like and subscribe, and please remember to click the bell too for reminders. Also, you can support the Analogy Apologetic mission at our Patreon page, Analogy Apologetics, where the link can be found in the description below. Thank you for listening.